Folks, we are here at D3 Grand Prix here in Portland, Oregon for the last round of the tournament. Remember, this is not a final. These teams are both good, but they wouldn't be here in the finals. I'm here with Dipper, my co-host. Hi, Dipper. How you doing?
I'm doing great, and I am here with friend, loved one, a gentleman and a scholar of trees and assorted canned liquids, Mr. August. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. I was excited to be asked to commentate this last stream. I will take all your questions, listeners, at 310-433-0920. You can text me directly. Both Air Force and Claremont come into this game with wins and losses. A gritty tournament. D3 Ultimate would have it no other way. It looks like we are here observed by observer trainee Caden Newby, longtime observer Mike Ferguson, and a third person I do not know.
This observer crew's been working really, really hard this weekend. And again, I've said it a couple of times on stream. One of the great opportunities that D3 Grand Prix has to offer these teams is getting some experience playing with observers.
Lord knows when I was a D3 player, I didn't play an observer game my whole time, but I dropped out before Nationals. And the poll is up. Air Force on D to start.
Claremont rocking some great pink pinstriped jerseys, working their way up the field, already finding some yards.
Layout from an Air Force, number 2, as Claremont marches down the field in their vertical stack. Dish to dish, and we have a good jump, signaling goal, 1-0 Claremont.
Pretty quick, clean hold there from, what are they, the Braineaters?
Braineaters.
Really showing off some smarts there on that point. A nice, smooth O-line, clean hold. Hot start to this game, huh, August?
No.
Cold start to this game, huh, August?
Folks, if you're just joining us, we're here for the last round of D3 Grand Prix on the stream field. Claremont Braineaters versus Air Force.
What is Air Force?
Afterburn, that's right. I've known it for over a decade and I still can't remember. You can hear Claremont, a cheer forward team now, cheering one of their patent cheers. Voted most annoying sideline at Nationals 2011.
And the poll goes up, and we'll see our first chance from the Air Force O-line.
Claremont comes in a saggy poach. Looks like a kind of a zone. It is a zone. With a turf from Air Force, we'll have a chance for Claremont. Score their first break.
Zone's doing what zones do, and Claremont's on the attack now, seeing if they can get their first break of the game.
Hey, you know, why pivot and throw a flick when you could turf a backhand to the open side?
I've said that so many times.
Well, ran their set. 57 or 57 gets excited and comes to it a little hard, and we have another chance for Air Force. It's always interesting to watch these teams in the red zone, and always interesting to watch these teams come out through a zone. Air Force kind of fast breaking away from the problems they had last possession. Questionable shot out to the far side, and nice attempt from the receiver there, but we are going to see Claremont with the disc for another chance at this first break. Vertical stack, let's see where they initiate. Backhand force from Afterburn. Afterburn, notably the name of the former Grand Masters team from Portland, Oregon. Burnside being the Masters team on the open side. And we have a pick? Or is that just the sideline saying pick? Some sort of call here. Observer Mike Ferguson stepping in, but not inserting himself. Look at him, poised.
Confident.
Beautiful.
Handsome.
Gorgeous.
Mike Ferguson.
Back to thrower, and we're going to continue with the same vert stack backhand force. Folks, have you seen it before? I sure have.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Well, we'll see. That mark was certainly broken, but not by much. .57 sold the fake. 81 believed it. Midfield. Trap side. .12 bites, and we have a power position followed by a light foul. Here we go, disc in the middle. They're about to get into their red zone. Claremont here advancing, dumping. Holsters the wide open break, and back to middle. Flick break. And with a little bit of patience, Claremont comes in. Oh, there's a pause waiting for the observers. And Claremont has secured their first break, 2-0. Once again, if you're joining us, my name is August Schwartz. I'm here with Dipper on the mic. We are in the last round of D3 Grand Prix. You can text me any questions or comments at 310-433-0920. I'm here to, I don't know, hang out with y'all. What's up?
If you have any questions or fun facts for the stream, you can feel free to not text me, but instead send $5 to the D3 Grand Prix donation link. Perhaps it's on the screen. It's in the description, in fact. If you want me or Owen or August to read anything out loud on stream, you got to pay up. This is a pay-to-play, but without a paywall. Free to view. But if you want to hear anything specifically, any shouts outs, pay up.
Air Force, typically a powerhouse in the D3 men's division. They're coming in here a little off their game. They graduated a few star players in the past few years. Still a formidable opponent. Let's see if they can right the ship here. Claremont again in a kind of saggy zone look. Looks like a kind of a person on the handlers with two in the middle.
Looks like defense to me.
Sure does, bud. Sure does. Kind of a 3-2-2.
Sneaky over the top shot there, and a deep puck floating. Oh! Hits the turf and can't come down with it. Incredible effort there from the Air Force receiver. Claremont's going the other way.
24 in isolation gets it for a large gainer. And can I just say, gainer, I barely know them. .80 with the disc. Looks like there's a call on the field. You know, Mike Ferguson is just such a man of class, and he's here in orange, ready to keep this game going.
We love seeing a clean game, and we also love seeing...
Looked off a huck. Now to middle to 80 here. This yellow beanie certainly makes this center handler stand out. Nice break around.
Claremont doing a really great job of working their way downfield, on knocking on the door of the red zone.
Dipper, I got to tell you, Air Force got to take away an around or an up line, and they might have a stop here, but Claremont seems to be nothing but patience as they break to a nice bid from the defender, but still break throw for a break score, 3-0 Claremont Braineaters.
And just like how you were talking about right there, Air Force needs to do a better job of sealing off those arounds, because this Claremont team's got some killer backhands, some very skilled throwers breaking the mark, and Air Force just can't have any more of that.
Folks, we got ourselves a game here, 3-0. We just want you to know that we know what we're talking about, clearly. I've interacted with both coaches today earlier. Wally, an old friend of mine, I shared a bed with him at Pauk in 2019. He's an animal. The other coach, the Air Force coach, told me to get off the field during their game with Lewis and Clark, although I was probably 50 yards away from the play, just trying to get a better view. You know what? And he was right. Pull goes up. Afterburn with a chance to stop the bleeding. Centered to 21. I'm sure we could figure out their name on the roster, but I won't. Claremont coming out in the zone. The Air Force just has not found a way to punch through. Their handlers and poppers seem to want to wait for the disc. A good over the top, but 12 was looking at the next throw before they caught it. Claremont sets up in their offense a little hurriedly. One thing they're good at is not holding on the disc too long in these transitions, although they're not making a ton of gains in yards. I think they're content to dish and go.
Air Force still having a hard time sealing off these break throws. Claremont just hammering the break side, already in the red zone after a turn.
Are they looking force middle to you?
They're looking
Force
like they're
no
getting
one, yeah.
scored on.
Woof.
Great move from the Claremont cutter downfield. And Claremont's up.
Yeah, I would call that 4-0. Coach Wally out there, I forget his last name. He's a good dancer. Looking pretty content, although high-strung kind of guy. I like him.
Oh yeah, that was a break. So there's a thing called a break. So like
Looks good in pink.
they just scored. Yes.
Yeah, Ghost Train alum.
When they scored to them, like,
Gonna look good in
this is
pink.
the line right now. That was a D line. So like,
Was that a requirement for the
if
team?
D-line scores,
It had to be. Jeggings and pink.
that's how
They would always wear Sunday
and
jegs,
then if
you know.
O-line,
And I got mine at Ross Dress for Less, that's for sure. Rest in peace, Lloyd Center, Ross Dress for Less. No longer with us here in Portland, Oregon, where we're here at D3 Grand Prix for the last round, as there is a timeout, probably from Afterburn. That's what I would guess, going down 4-0. Nope, Claremont called it. I have been corrected by our tournament director, Owen Hay. They've been putting on a massively successful tournament. There's been toasters, bananas, the rest. The gear is incredible. Stickers. The field map, oh, unparalleled.
There's even been some high-level Ultimate being played at a tournament like this here in Portland, Oregon.
Can you believe it?
Geese have been flying over all day, really adding to the cinematic vibe that D3 Grand Prix has this year.
Once again, folks, if you want us to shut up, text me at 310-433-0920.
And if you want me to shut up, then donate $10 to stream right now Venmo link in the description if you want me to shut up. Going on $15 to get Dipper to shut up.
No one's bidding, but the price is raising.
So I will not shut up.
No one's bidding.
Although he did coach
Both teams making deep runs at D3 Nationals in the past. Although the past is the past. That speaks to the volatility of college ultimate. Braineaters with the pull on the 5th point of the game.
Air Force looks to collect themselves, looking for that first hold of the game.
In a host stack against a backhand force. Sends one deep, and yet 45 runs it down on Claremont. Sends a big floaty flick the other way. 24 looks tall though, reads it well, misses it. 45 comes down with it. Braineaters knocking on the door of their 5th score.
Claremont keeping things interesting, looking a little chaotic in the red zone, but we'll see if they can convert.
Five-0 Claremont, and the break train keeps rolling. We're long past the station here, aren't we?
Air Force continuing to really struggle to seal off those backhand break throws. Claremont dialed in.
What's up, Katie Woodruff? My name is August, and my number is 310-433-0920. You can text me with your questions, concerns.
And again, my name is Little Dipper, and you may not text me under any circumstances. Unless you want me to shut up, go ahead and shoot a Venmo over to the link in the description. $10 to get me to shut up.
I got a few
A few donations, a couple of shout outs from our tournament director, Owen
I'm
Hay.
going to pass the mic over to Owen Hay.
We'd love to see all your donos. Thanks for supporting our stream. No paywall, all free to watch here on YouTube on the Bacchus Ultimate channel today. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for donating. Katie Woodruff, $20. No, thank you. Kisla Jimenez, thank you for the donation. Edward Halbert, thank you for the donation. Kristen Kaloff, thank you for the donation. Stay tuned, everybody, and do not forget to text August at the number
310-433-0920.
Now, Owen, none of those donations specified that they want me to shut up, so I'm just going to keep commentating.
They want you to shut up.
Nobody.
Is this chat live? Can everyone see this?
Chaz
Shout out to Jack Carroll and the cat, whose birthday it is. Couldn't be bothered to show up, even though this is in Portland, Oregon, where he lives.
Happy birthday, Jack. Hope it's a good one. Wishing that you were here. Now, Air Force attacking in the red zone for one of the first times today.
With a break, that's a hold. The bleeding has stopped. Air Force is on the board. No naked lap.
No bagels today from Air Force. Really focused effort there. Incredible backhand break throw for the score. Air Force may be getting a little bit of momentum here. What do you think, August?
I think it's always good to get the ship righted and get your D-line out there.
Couldn't agree more.
We see 3 over there on Claremont running up. That's one of their main handlers. You know, they've been a challenge to defend for as long as they've been in college.
And now we get one of our first chances to see the Claremont O-line here. Looking like they're crossing over a couple of folks. We'll see what they have in store for us. The wind's picking up here just for a moment as Air Force sets to pull to the Claremont O-line here at D3 Grand Prix.
Folks, I'm looking for a number 67 on Air Force, and I just can't find them. As a bullet gets sent up, Cutter can't chase it down. I'm going to blame the thrower on that one. Another shanked huck in D3 Ultimate. Dylan Freechild on the sideline, former coach of Claremont for a hot minute when he was down south. He's back up. He is probably a little hungover from his night last night, celebrating Rhino's championship at Migration Brewing. I heard glasses got broken and they got kicked out. But a successful year for Oregon Ultimate as Rhino Salem put in a valiant effort to get the gold this year. Years of trying. Oh, miscue in the dump set, and Claremont has a chance for a score here. I think this is their O-line. I've lost track. I've been texting y'all. Score for Claremont, and that makes the score 6-1.
Claremont with August, I believe, to be a dirty hold. A little bit of back and forth on that point, but they're able to focus in and get it done.
And Dipper, isn't it true that your signature move at karaoke is the dirty hold?
Who told you that? August, I thought that was something that you and I would keep between ourselves. But at D3 Grand Prix,
Claremont
anything goes.
looking to send out another D-line here. Wally here at the clipboard, not making decisions rather quickly. I've been there. I've coached a lot of Frisbee, and yet it is always hard to put 7 out there every time. Wouldn't you say, Dipper?
August, coach to coach, friend to friend, lover to lover. It's hard to get 7 out there. The pole goes sailing out of bounds, possibly affected by the wind. Claremont D-line getting back at it.
Miscommunication about the disc here. Of course we're going to center it. 63 to tap it in for Aerofuerzo. Fuerza de aire.
See.
Pie to break. Discus center to a cutter here. 41 finds 2. 2 looking to dish. Turns around. Looks off an open handler. Finds 41 again. 41 being their safety valve this possession. 2 in the power position. Sends one out. And out is right. Out of bounds is where that disc ended up. Looks like the play from the other field got nearby. Observer ruling a turnover. Everybody be safe out there.
Claremont with a risky throw, but a great grab by number 24, recentering the disc.
24, Luca Davis. We have that at least written down as a foul call here on a possible turnover on the sideline. Discussion ensues. We've seen it before. Observer wasn't asked to interfere, but here they are. And you know what? As a longtime coach of D3 Ultimate, I think more observers the better. These kids got to learn the rules.
Couldn't agree more. I barely know the rules, but I know enough of them. All I can say is thank God for observers.
Hey, when the disc goes back, you go back. That's right. Setting up, trying to set up in the vert stack when the time of the throw was. Always hard to guard a lefty around, huh?
Claremont now with the disc at midfield, still slipping and sliding through, trying to work their vert stack to get into the red zone.
Ooh, a drop to a D here. No call. That's the right move. Tough stuff out here in the up line space. Always is. Always is.
Near Mac line there from Claremont, but Air Force is going the other way, looking to convert here.
Air Force in their host stack. Sends one out to space. This is a good look. Two reins it in. Here we go. On the board again.
Air Force once again maybe finding some life.
I'm here to see it. I mean, they've got athletic players. They've got players who know their area around the disc. A few more connections, and this could be a game.
You have to wonder how the legs are feeling. Game 4, last day of the tournament. Air Force and Claremont have got to be tired.
Have they all played 4 today, Dip? Or have any had buys?
Brains played 4 today, but they haven't all played 4.
I don't know if you heard that. Brains played 4 today. We're gonna get confirmation on Air Force.
Regardless, tired is tired.
And no, folks, I am not here to play iMessage games with you, even though I do have an iPhone. You can text me at 310-433-0920 if you want your questions answered on stream. However, I am not going to play 8-ball with you, especially if you are making the kind of jokes you are directly to my phone. Thank you.
And under no circumstances are you allowed to text me unless you want me to shut up. Please donate to the link at the description.
Hey, if you donate $50, I'll give you Dipper's number and home address.
Very tough defensive effort there from Air Force, getting the turn. And Air Force has a chance to get a break here.
Full 70 to work it up. Horizontal stack. A lefty up the line. Gets grabbed by 6. We have a pie and an around. Nice work here. Air Force has all the pieces. If they can just put them together in a row, they will have success. Tough break. No pivot from a handler there. Maybe a handler. 80 with the disc. They've been locking it down for Claremont all game. Isaiah Jimmy? Isaiah quote Jimmy. Claremont works it up the break side and into the end zone. It is halftime, my friends. Shout out again to Katie Woodruff. And shout out to number 28, Forp, on the brains.
Forp, a great communicator with the TD, I have to say. And also shout out Mason Daly of Air Force, first to pay the bid fee of any captain at D3 Grand Prix.
Hey, we love to hear it. We love an organized and responsible team here. And, you know, I'm no member, but military gets it done.
I got one more dono donation to the stream to shout out before we go to halftime break here. Thank you to Amy Yam supporting the brains on stream. Thanks for tuning in.
And we're going to go to half here. We've seen the sun. It's left us golden clouds on the horizon as Braineaters lead 7-2 over Afterburn.
I grabbed myself a little halftime snack, a nice toasted bagel and cream cheese. Chat, let us know what you guys are eating at home right now if you're having a little mid-afternoon snack.
I have to shout out 510 number that texted me. Big fan of Jimmy, which is a Frisbee nickname. We love it when a regular name is a Frisbee nickname. Air Force fielding the pull. Makes it down to almost halfway pretty easily. Claremont not setting their zone as snappily as they did in the first half. They're surely to be annoyed by that as we dish up line. Pretty dangerous. Dude looks pissed for no reason, and we have it in red zone. A questionable ball sent up, and it's out the back. Claremont to go the full 70.
It may be out the back, but it's not over the fence, thank goodness, but not a home run.
Dipper, what do you think about those rules about changing out a disc? Do you know the rule book at all?
I barely know the rule book at all, but what I feel about changing out discs, why not?
I think it's coward's ball. We play with the disc that's chosen on the field.
If I had it my way, we'd be winning.
Number 80 taps it in. What is that, Dipper? 63 open side. They are working it up the field a little bit here. Just past the brick mark. Now to midfield. All in the jam hole. We call it a D3 muscle huck where I'm from. Big OI, doesn't get very far. Has the right edge. Guess where it needs to go. Braineaters convert in the red zone. 8-2.
Katie, I'm seeing that you love to have yogurt and honey as your mid-afternoon snack.
Katie, I just hope that yogurt is unsweetened before you put the honey in, but goddamn is that a great combination.
I can tell you right now, this bagel and cream cheese is so good.
Dipper, you're gonna have to chew and swallow before you get back on the microphone. I'm going to have to shout out my mother and father who would be disappointed to see me here.
Good stuff. Keep it up.
Just want to give a shout out to all the moms out there. Every day is Mother's Day at D3 Grand Prix.
Happy February? And a low pull. Will it bounce? A little bit. And we get just to pass the midfield. And by just, I mean about 17 yards. That red line looking pretty bright on the field as we swing to the open side. Why not get trapped on the first throw? Ooh, big effort from number 17 on Braineaters. Incredible layout, D. We love that. 24 looking long, snagging that. Dishy. And we are in red zone with a break and a layout, but still the score. Claremont's having a good time today. I've been where Air Force is. It's a long weekend. Their legs must be tired. But I believe they can get a few more good things out of this game before it gets too far. 9-2, Claremont.
August, what's been your favorite thing about D3 Grand Prix today?
Oh, gotta be the arguing over the calls. I love a bunch of late adolescent, mostly boys, arguing over a rule book they haven't fully read.
You gotta love it. I respect the effort. And as they say, fake it until you make it.
Well, there's always that one officious teammate, litigious even, that gets involved with every call. I know there's one on Air Force. He's a nice enough guy. I'm not gonna call him out here. But I saw him get very involved in an earlier round as the pull comes up just past midfield again. We love that red line. Slow pickup here. Well, why not get the offense moving slow? A lefty inside break. Locked in for a dump. Throw and go. At least there's backups here as a near hospital-inducing collision happens. We're keeping it clean here, though. Here on the Ultimate Frisbee stream.
Ultimate Frisbee, it's a game.
Air Force not really able to work it out of that pocket right now. Nice around. There we go. No continue. Oh, but the inside will work. Will not work. I apologize, folks. I almost said work. I did not get to that K, but Claremont got to that D before I sure got to that K. I heard slow called from the Claremont sideline. They want this offense to work slowly. Why not? You have all the 10 seconds to throw the disc. Big grab from number 7 there.
Nothing
0-7.
says slow like laying out for a disc.
Yeah. It's important for a Chile offense to put it out to space enough that the handler can't get it on the grab. What am I saying?
If you want your teammates to work harder, then why not make them work harder?
Good plays don't come without good bad throws. Oof.
And everybody's getting tripped up. There could be conversation there in the end zone.
I know we've been having fun here today, Dipper, but I have one point to harp on, is that uplines are the responsibility of both teams to keep safe.
You know,
As Claremont punches it in for another break.
You know, August, you and I were talking about that a little bit earlier today. There have been a lot of instances where those uplines do turn out to be pretty risky. And there are a lot of conflicting points of view on this, isn't there?
You know, for real, though, if there's a bad play from a defender blindsiding an offensive player, that's on the defender, for sure. But I think more coaches, more captains, more people who teach the sport need to condition their players into not taking long up lines that could be poached off of. It's, first of all, bad offense. It's risky for a poach that way. And also, it could lead to so many dangerous situations. You've heard the term hospital pass. That is the #1 hospital pass.
You know, in a lot of ways, we all have a responsibility to keep not only ourselves safe, but also our teammates and our opponents safe. So I think you make some really good points there, August.
Hey, throw to open players. You know what I say, baby.
All right. Noted, Jimmy, noted.
I am getting a memorandum from Jimmy, number 80 here, that Braineaters don't spike. It leads me to believe that they don't like scoring.
Braineaters noting that Dylan Freechild has spiked enough for the whole team. Brains don't spike.
Former coach. And yet I've seen Dylan Freechild spiking before they heard what a Frisbee was.
Some mean fakes from the Air Force handler there, looking for an open cutter, seeing if they can find some open space to slide into.
Hey, if you turn your shoulder enough times, you're gonna be open for a dishy. And we have power position from 96. Up in the jam hole again. Making work of it. Air Force showing they know how to play Frisbee. We've seen this. They're a good team. Putting it all together is what they're doing at this point. Hard to do at the end of a tournament. And they are riding the ship once again. Score is 10-3.
Ultimate Frisbee, a game that relies on throws and catches, and Air Force really showing that it relies on throws and catches.
You know, these rounds are the 13, but I heard Lou Burris say it's 15 games to catch. Let me try that one more time. Folks, I heard Lou Burris, legend of the sport, Northwest Sockeye alumnus, coach of Oregon Fugue for years through their many championships, say Ultimate is just 15 games of catch. What are you doing after this, Dipper?
I very well could be just laying in bed, thinking about all the choices that I've made.
Fair enough. Air Force was 6 on the line. Class coach, we got 6. I've been there many times. I know I've named 7 people. They don't all hear it.
Having been on the receiving end of that, we don't always hear it.
So fair, bestie. So fair. And we got a chat from Noel, jam hole. That's right. D3 teams score on the jam hole. It's 4 times out of 7.
If it keeps working, it keeps working.
When I jam up the jam hole. And a bricked pole. And we're hustling it in. Claremont trying to keep up the pace here. When you have a matchup, you want to beat them soundly and quickly if you can. This handler, number 3, oh, I was about to say good things as they turf it. They're still a good player. I still respect them. And we boost it. That's the Air Force we're used to. Boosts, oh, in the hand and out. A beautiful break opportunity for Air Force. They have another. Claremont to go 70.
Air Force with a really amazing opportunity there to score. The Air Force receiver seemingly bouncing off the ground like a trampoline. These Air Force guys are tough.
Hey, cadets in academy, you know what I mean? I, at work, get to manage a naval veteran. Oh, here, nice D from Air Force. But he's a current Air Force Reserve employee. Now, he is punctual. He shows up. He keeps his word. And he lets me know in advance if anything's going to come up. As we have a contested situation here. Players arguing the call of a D, possibly a foul.
There was certainly nothing reserved about that defensive effort. Maybe could result in a foul. We'll see how the conversation turns out and what the observers say.
Heavy discussion. You know, to be honest, I should have been paying more attention to the play. I wanted to talk about what I wanted to talk about, but here we go. We love a captain, number 80, Jimmy, there, getting involved with some of the players, what they should be doing. However, Coach Wally doing a good job of getting involved early and then walking away like he didn't say anything. I love that guy. All right, call looks resolved, and it is going to be sent back to the thrower. Although, I don't like the call there. When you put up Schwill, you better be ready for that turnover.
But what I do love was that flick throw from the observer, looking really clean, showing the kids how it's done.
Hey, show me an observer who hasn't played before. I'd like to meet him.
Amen to that.
And sometimes the ball lies, but here I'm not going to say it does. As Air Force looks to capitalize on their first break. Opportunity here. Closing in on the end zone. Inside lefty. They are on the board for a break. Here we go, Air Force. 10-4. Do you think they have it in them? Full comeback? 6 points down. Here we go.
The engines are fired up for Air Force right now.
I got to shout out Connor Concannon. I know him well enough. I wish I knew him better. He said facts. I don't know what to. But, you know, if anyone's ever been in your corner, it's been Connor. It's been Connor the entire time.
Early season shortlist for all region, all country D3.
Connor making the move to Davidson. Davidson, right? Davenport. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry, Connor. I know you're listening. Davenport. Taking advantage of that scholarship system. Moving away. Played a killer season with Junko.
Who?
Junko.
Who?
Junko. now moving away, breaking a lot of hearts to go play. A lot of people say scholarships shouldn't be in D3, and I say they shouldn't also, except for Connor. Connor deserves the world.
Get your bread, young man.
Noel with a bad throw, invest in the lefty throw chat. Noel, I saw earlier here on the fields today. I don't know where you're chatting from. Love you, bud.
Noel probably chatting from the comfort of his own room at quite possibly the nicest house in Southeast Portland.
Is that where you live, Dipper?
I plead the fifth.
How's Hal? Hal Robinson.
Hal's handsome. That's how he's doing.
Hal Nal Brown Cow.
Hal handsome brown cow.
Anyway. After a great timeout call from one of the teams, we get back to the sports.
Now, August, I hear a lot of people chirp on the field whenever someone calls a timeout that it's a veteran call. Are timeouts veteran calls?
No, they are rookie moves, Dipper. Everyone can see that. Everyone but the pure rookie can see that. The pure rookie doesn't know that timeout's available to them. Once you get about 3 or 4 years of the sport, you get addicted to calling timeouts. Oh, you love them so much. Poll coming up from Air Force. Their first one since whatever they started on the server or whatever. Still not making it that far. D3 polls need to be worked on, probably. Looks like we're here in a backhand force. I guess the jam hole works if we can't stop up lines. Claremont rolls down the field for a clean hold. 11-4.
A juicy jam from Claremont Braineaters, really showing us who needs the break side.
Connor, I see your chat here. It was a tight game. It was 11-11. Whitman got their first lead at 12-11 and scored a break to win it. Pretty chippy. Fair win, though, I'd say. Tough to watch for me. An LC homer.
Couldn't help but notice that the Spider Monkeys Ultimate YouTube channel has slid into our chat with a Whitman LC update.
You know, if the Spider Monkeys wanted to slide in, they would have slid in all the way to this beautiful tournament. TD'd by Owen Hay, who is putting on a massive, massive event for the D3 of the Western United States, you know? And Spider Monkeys, let's see what you got this spring, you little turds.
Did we mention that we're at D3 Grand Prix in Portland, Oregon?
In Portland, Oregon.
Not Portland, Maine.
I believe, Calvin Server was on the personal account earlier. Might be on the personal account. Once played against him at FCS.
You know, no real shade to them. They are a spirited team. They're not anyone we want to say mean things about. Just a little competitive fun here from Portland, Oregon.
D3 Grand Prix.
Katie Woodruff with a thanks to Owen as we dish up line for Air Force. They are here to play as we whiff on a D from 45 and 15 brings it down. That is the score for Air Force, 11-5.
Air Force receiver celebrating by throwing the disc up into the air. A lot better than most hucks that I could put up. Good to see Air Force on the board again.
You need to work on your form then, if that's the best you could put up there, bud.
Thanks for the reminder. A lot of interesting conversations here happening in the booth. A lot of top secret information being shared with us as the game goes on.
Well, if you pass it to the open teammate, and then the open teammate passes to the open teammate, eventually you'll score.
If the tall guy's downfield,
but we don't want them to pass it to their teammates in the end zone.
Nothing but high-level analysis here at D3 Grand Prix. I'm Little Dipper, and I'm here with...
You can reach me at 310-433-0920. Sound off.
And you cannot reach me at any number ever. Unless you want me to shut up, please donate $5 to the stream Venmo. in the description. Spider monkeys are going to pick the disc up. Spider monkeys.
Actually, that's interesting. There was an offsides possible call that was played on 24, looking to use the observers. Brain sending it deep. Big roof from their long person here, number 5, just outside the end zone. Dish and a floater. They're not going to bring it down. Air Force sets the pivot and just sends it right back. Another off the hand, ill-advised moment from a D3 team. Could you imagine?
August, what the hell just happened?
That's part of the excitement of the division, my friend. Carlton, swing, 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 up line. Carlton, where am I? Claremont Braineaters score that one, 12-5.
At D3 Grand Prix in Portland, Oregon.
That's right. I am tired.
Got a stream?
Stream donation update. Shout out Mary Dixon. I appreciate you for donating to our stream operation, and shout out to Air Force number 41. He's having a good game.
Isn't that the truth?
Claremont Braineaters showing off their smarts, leading Air Force Afterburn 12-5.
You know, we haven't heard the famous Brains cheer from them all day. I wonder if they've abandoned that one because it was too successful. Do you want a candy here? We've got a Tootsie Roll Fruit Chew Lime, or these, like, you know, the strawberry ones that have the strawberry wrapper.
You know, like the strawberry candy that's always at your grandparents' house.
God, I love it.
Right
I feel like it used to be a little more juicy. Pull from Claremont. Air Force getting into their not well-spaced hoe stack. Looking a little better. Down the middle. Here we go. Hitting tight windows. Let's go. We put up a floaty IO to a pack. Claremont's there, but Air Force brings it down. Looks like it's in the end zone to me, but they're going to tap it in for a goal line for a little red zone.
Our observers indicating that the disc was not in, and Air Force is going to have to delay some gratification. I'm
going to say I don't have the best perspective, so I would not make that call on the field. Air Force converts. They're still playing Ultimate Frisbee, 12-6.
Ultimate Frisbee, it's a game.
Claremont here looking to punch in their last goal to make it final. Not as dominant as they were in the first half. Still carrying out a great game. Sometimes at the end of a tournament, it's just tired versus tireder. And if you are more in shape, a little more practice, a little more poised, you can do a lot of damage.
I've got nothing smart to say. I just want to say I love you all.
Coach Wally admonishing some of his defenders. He is not satisfied. And honestly, I admire that.
What I admire is this Air Force pull, really winding up for it. Let's see what they have.
Lefty.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Okay.
It's on the field. Claremont with a botched flood play. Tune-up line. They work better when they're hitting each other. Players that know how to play together. Dish here around. We'll jump for that. Dish back to 57. .30 with a very touchy around to 3. Owen is pointing to the roster. I will not learn their names. I apologize. found their way out of the dump set into a couple of cuts. Continuations, then knocking on the door of this game. Early cuts to the break side from the stack. 3, poise does not hit them. We're in transition again. 7, back to 3. Nice around. No hit, continue hit. I would have. And an inside, and that is game, my friends.
Good spirited effort from both teams today, but Claremont Braineaters come out on top.
Y'all want to close it out?
Thank you for watching the stream with us. My name is August. I'm here with Dipper. We had a great time with y'all as the teams high five, close out D3 Grand Prix. A lot of great teams came out, a lot of great games. We'll hope to see you next year.
Donate. 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 With the support of all of you, we get to make this stuff happen, bring you great for free games like this. And again, if you want to make me shut up, donate money to the stream. Thank you all so much. We'll see you next year.
Roll Pios.